happening. Yeah, something I've been noticing. Seems like there's this form of preaching, man, that they do out here, on their only certain factions even following this, man. But it's basically the left, right paradigm preaching. It's kind of like, they kind of, on the left, you got, your liberal, just like, and it's the same, it's the mirror image of, it's basically, man, it's Bloods and Crips, Democrats, Republicans, just same old, man. It's basically, but it's Puritan. They try to smash into this Puritan type belief, then they get you over here with this liberal, and then they'll try to meet you, and they got these guys that'll meet you in the middle somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your particular ideology is, they have someone that will cater to that, and that will itch those scratching ears. And I call these left and right paradigm preachers. Because I notice how some people will always get these rebuttal types of operations where they're like, yeah, man, this is who I like right here. It's like, personally, I don't have a particular preference, man. If someone's preaching on the real, on the truth, well, I'm all for you then. You know what I'm saying? Even people that are out there, they're trying to scratch the surface on it. I guess there's a audience for you. You know what I'm saying, as well. And then there's some people, I understand. It's like, look, there's some issues out here that are too diverse to get yourself sidetracked in, and then people won't give you ear because you take this certain stance on this issue. I can understand that, being mute on some of your personal your own personal ideologies. Because here's the thing: in this country, in this life, you have to be a citizen before you can be a Christian. You know what I'm saying? You have to. I mean, the way they put it out here, it's like, look, it's the right given to the citizens. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a right given to anyone. It's more like a privilege. So, they need to corral you to people that will corral you back to them. I mean, it's like Malcolm X said it great. He said, they'll send in one of them old house Negroes to come and stop the field Negro from leaving. I mean, it's the same Willie Lynch paradigm. I mean, the Willie Lynch paradigm is an old paradigm, man. It's been used, man, throughout all civilizations. It's kind of like, all right, this is one guy, and he commands this large force of people. If that force of people gets a better relationship between each other than the leader loses power, he loses prestige, he loses authority. Or, I mean, at least people won't follow his word because, it's like their loyalties will lie with each other and not with the leadership. You know what I'm saying? So, therefore, they have to come up with these advanced way to make everyone feel alone. But, you got an advocate with the leader. He cares about you. He was sent to you by God to instruct you in the ways of the citizenry. Basically, I mean, that's the way that they present it to you. But what it is it's just a way to keep us fighting amongst ourselves, so that then we can easily be controlled. Because just by us participating in fighting, they already perceive any way you can go with whatever action you'll take. They can perceive it, and they can have a gatekeeper waiting there to take advantage of your energy. Let's not let this crisis go to waste. They do it now. Let's not let the crisis go to waste. Oh, why you're angry? Here, sign up to be a soldier. Go fight these people who have nothing to do with it. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, basically, that's how it works. They get you all fired up somehow, and they utilize that, that hostility that you got. I mean, it's another thing, they could just keep manipulating you into things. Left-right paradigm. I mean, that's even Muslims or Catholics. That's the holy war. The word jihad means holy war. The word crusade means holy war. People are not, I mean, look, this isn't by coincidence, because the same people funded both sides of the war, just like they do it now. It's the same thing. That's why there's the correlation there. It's the same core doctrine. And that core doctrine, too, look, How come? Look at the Valhalla of the Viking, and then look at the Muslims, religion, and you could see that it's like, dude, you put them side by side. It's like, man, this is a lot similar to this. Wow. Uh, people just, it's just, I don't know, man. It's the left right paradigm. You know what I'm saying? All over again. Uh, it's the way the controllers have always worked. It's the same thing. I mean, it's the programming itself is it's pliable like clay, but the inner pillars are yet the same. It's the same schematic. It's just, they're using the same diagram, but it's pliable in the way they apply it to the people. You know what I'm saying? Because every generation's got a new boogeyman, basically. You know what I'm saying? A new vision of God in heaven. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why the pillars are the same and the checkerboard floor is always the same, but the way it's applied to the society is different. But but yet it's the same. It's really it's only a mystery, man, until you've recognized it for yourself out here, because it's everywhere. They really have used this everywhere. There's nowhere you can go and not see the same retelling of the same story. You know what I'm saying? This is like it's definitely, it's a ritual, it's a religion, it's a form of worship, and once again, the author of confusion is the devil. So if whatever is teaching is breeding so much confusion, well, how can is it truly, is this descending from a godly place, or is this just a fleshly, ideological, just vain debate? It just turns into vain philosophy and deceit. Like it says in the Bible, it doesn't say, let no man spoil you through philosophy. No, it says vain philosophy and deceit. There's a big difference there. It's not just philosophy, it's vain philosophy. It's a vain philosophy. It's a vanity. It's a philosophy about vanities and deceit. And deceit. If it's about a vanity, it's automatically a deceit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you place your faith in vain things, it's gonna fail eventually. That's the nature of vain things. It's in vain. It's for naught. It's for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And most of us have been taught, either way, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's all for nothing. You know what I'm saying? All of our attempts are all in vain, because of what it is that they've taught us to save yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the you yourself is your own God. That's equivalent to Satanism without saying it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just humanist. You just notice that all religions are humanist religions, even the ones that worship the gods and stuff, because like the little g gods, like the Greeks and the Anunnaki and all that, they're just little g gods. And through man's own strivings, he can basically, man can overthrow little g gods, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And but they haven't been successful in overthrowing the creator God yet. They've tried in the past, and they were pretty close to successful from what it says. You know what I'm saying? But it just, when you have such vanities in your heart from the beginning, therein lies the seeds of sowing the seeds of your own destruction. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you're placing all your faith in something that cannot sustain. It just cannot. It's just, vain things are not strong. They're not, they're not a foundation you can build upon, because they crumble easily. They're just like a house of cards. One card falls, man, and all the cards fall, and then everything looks like a fool that was built upon that foundation. You know what I'm saying? Was foolish. So, we all gotta just be careful, that we don't pursue, the same left-right paradigm, which is nothing but confusion. You know what I'm saying? And vanity.